Hello, beautiful people. How are we all this week? It's week 5. I think it's week 5 of Parrot Puzzler. Last week has put me off a little bit, and obviously throw in a bank holiday just messes everyone up. But yeah, I'm confident. It's week 5. How are we all doing? We all right still? I hope so. Obviously, this week it's half term, but it feels like everyone's been on holiday for months and months. Yeah, and today would be the first day of the Suffolk show, and I would be there filling myself up on food and drink. Um, so yeah, a little bit sad, but you know we've got the Parrot Puzzler. Life don't get much better. Um, but yeah, I hope you're all good. Nothing else has changed again this week. Obviously, we had a bank holiday. I hope everyone enjoyed an extra long weekend. If it's not been long enough for you already. Um, yeah, little announcement by Boris yesterday. So from Monday, kids are back to school. Will they go back? You can go and buy a new car. Four-car forecourts open again, and a couple of weeks after that, the shops can open. Lucky them. That's all I can say. Yeah. So anyway, enough of my moaning. We'll crack on with the quiz. Normal rules apply. Are there any rules? I don't think so. 20 questions. We'll go through all the questions, then we'll go through the answers. There are a few tricky ones this week. Test you out. So if there's any low scores, I do apologise. But we'll crack on. Okay, so question 1. Who was the only actor to play James Bond once? I can't remember the name of the film. But yeah, he just played him once. Question 2. What is the minimum number of moves that you can win a game of chess in? Question 3. What chemical element has the symbol CO? Okay. Question 4. In what year was the Queen born? I think she's just had a birthday. So if you know how old she was, work backwards. Use your fingers, probably your toes, and someone else's. She's pretty old. But yeah, what year was the Queen born? Question 5. How long in meters is an Olympic swimming pool? It's fairly easy. Question 6. In Cockney rhyme and slang, what is a box of toys? What is a box of toys in Cockney rhyme and slang? Question 7. In 1976, Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody went number 1 in the charts. When did it go number 1 again? And why? Do you know why it went number 1? Question 8. Maths question. It's going to be pause and time after the question so you can do some sums. Okay, so how many 18-inch paving slabs would it take to cover an area 24 foot by 9 foot? I've tried to keep it easy, so they're sort of all whole numbers for you. How many paving slabs, how many 18-inch paving slabs would it take to cover an area 24 foot by 9 foot? Pause it now. Okay. Maths question over. Question 9. How many bridges connect Manhattan to other various states and boroughs? I think there's a TV series about it, or not, maybe not about this, but gives you the answer anyway in the title of the TV series. Question 10. Which horse has won the Grand National the most times? Question 11. Who played Robin Hood in the 1991 film Robin Hood and the Prince of Thieves? That's pretty easy. Question 12. What was the best-selling single of the 80s in the UK? This is a good tune. Question 13. In France, what would you be eating if you had a pomme de terre? Question 14. Which aging American musician is also known as the Boss? Question 15. What shape road signs often give warnings? Yeah. Have you been reading your highway code? Do you know your road signs? Question 16. What two berries are crossed to make a tayberry? I think they did this up in Scotland. Question 17. Who is credited with inventing the World Wide Web in 1989? And he also featured in the opening ceremony of the 2012 Olympics. Question 16. Who is sixth in line to the throne? There's lots of kids chucked in there now. Who's sixth in line to the throne? Question 19. Where would you find Beaver Island? Question 20, last one. Who was the first non-royal to feature on a British stamp? That's it. That's your 20 questions. They flew by. Again, how do you think you did? Should we find out? Should we get some answers? Okay, so the answers to week 5 of the Parrot Puzzler. Question 1. Who was the only actor to play James Bond once? Was George Lazenby. I think the film was on His Majesty's Secret Service, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, George Lazenby. Question 2. What is the minimum number of moves you can win in a game of chess? It's 2. There are parameters around this. You have to be black. You have to be playing with the black pieces. And the person playing with the white pieces have to do their first 2 moves in a very particular way for black to be able to carry out their 2 moves to win. But yeah, essentially 2 moves to win in a game of chess is the minimum. Question 3. What chemical element has the symbol CO? It's cobalt. I'm guessing it's some kind of bright blue stone or metal. Cobalt. Question 4. What year was the Queen born? It was 1926. Long time ago. Question 5. How long in meters is an Olympic swimming pool? It's 50 meters. And again, researching this question, it's actually a few inches longer than 50 meters because of the touch pads the swimmers have to touch. There's 50 meters between the touch pads, so the pool is actually a little bit longer. Bit of a boring fact there, but hey, I thought I'd let you know. Question 6. In Cockney rhyming slang, what is a box of toys? It's a noise, and it's to do with kids getting their presents. Yeah, box of toys, noise. Question 7. In 1976, Bohemian Rhapsody went to number 1. When did it go number 1 again? It was in 1991, and that was after the death of Freddie Mercury. Question 8, the maths question. How many 18-inch paving slabs would it take to cover an area 24 foot by 9 foot. Okay, so down the edge of 24 foot, you'd need 16 slabs, and down the edge of the 9 foot side, you'd need 6 slabs. So you times them together, you get 96. So 96 slabs. Yeah, easy if you used your calculator. Question 9. How many bridges connect Manhattan to various states and boroughs? It's 21. Yeah, I've been to New York a lot, and I didn't know there's a lot of bridges on Manhattan. I wouldn't have guessed that high. Question 10. Which horse has won the Grand National the most times? Red Rum. Yeah, lots. Well, not lots, but 3 times. But yeah, that's more than anyone else apparently. Question 11. Who played Robin Hood in the 1991 film Robin Hood and the Prince of Thieves? It was Kevin Costner. A film probably more famous for its song that came along with it, by Bryan Adams. Everything I Do, that I think was like 16 or 17 weeks #1. A long time. Question 12. What was the best-selling single in the 80s in the UK? It was Band-Aid. Do they know it's Christmas? Christmas question in every week, of course. And I'm guessing that's because people bought it every year. Yeah, so Band-Aid. In France, question 13. What would you be eating if you had a pomme de terre? Just be a potato. And the literal translation is ground apple. Apple of the ground. So yeah, potato. Question 14. Which aging American musician is also known as the Boss? Fairly easy question. It's Bruce Springsteen. Question 15. What shape road signs often give you warnings? They're triangular. So yeah, if you see triangular signs, it's a warning. Take heed. Question 16. What 2 berries were crossed to make a tayberry? It was a blackberry and a raspberry. And I think this was first recognised as an official berry in 1989, I think, if my memory serves me right. Question 17. Who is credited with inventing the World Wide Web in 1989? It was Tim Berners-Lee. Yeah, some may say it's good, some maybe not. But yeah, we're making the most of it right now. Question 8. Who's 6th in line to the throne? Is Prince Harry. Whether or not he'd want to do it now, I don't know. But yeah, Prince Harry's still 6th in line to the throne. Question 19. Where would you find Beaver Island? And for my friends in Canada who are asking me for questions about Canada, this is probably as close as I'm going to get this week. It's in Lake Michigan. Yeah, so it's an island on a lake, Lake Michigan. And last question. Who was the first non-royal to feature on a British stamp? It was William Shakespeare. So yeah, there you go. That's your 20 questions. Let me know how you done. Comments and scores below. Yeah, I'd like to hear from you. Nothing much else to say really. The veg boxes we're doing at the Dolphin are still popular. We're still sending out a lot every week. So if you're interested in those, give us a buzz. It will be myself or David that delivers for you. Yeah, and just the rest of you stay safe, look after yourself, keep washing your hands, keep 2 meters away. Although in other countries it's a different distance. I've seen 6 feet and 1.5 meters. Actually 6 feet I guess is 2 meters though. Anyway, I'll go do my maths. But yeah, take care. Till next week, everybody. We'll have another Parrot Puzzler, week 6 next week. Yeah, take care. Look after yourselves.